think it's going to be the next major computing platform. So if you look at like the grand arc of computing over time, you've gone from like mainframes to computers that basically like live on your desk or on a tower, to phones that you have in your hand that you basically like can take with you everywhere that you want, but it's pretty unnatural, right? It takes you away from the world around you, and I think that the trend in computing is it gets more ubiquitous, it gets more natural, and it just gets more social, right? So you want to be able to interact with people in the world around you. And I think that this is probably going to be the next major platform after phones. It's, everything in here from the micro projectors that basically shoot light into the waveguides, right? I mean, these aren't normal displays like you have in a phone or a TV or computer, like the type of displays that people have been building for decades. It's a waveguide system. The projector that's shooting light basically goes into these nano etchings across the waveguide that are what catches and creates the holograms. In order to synchronize that with where you're looking, there's eye tracking and little cameras. And then, of course, there's all the basic stuff that you need, all the computing, the batteries to power the whole thing, microphones, the speakers, because it needs to be able to play audio and speak with you, and the cameras and sensors to see things around you in the world. So that way, when it's placing holograms in the world, it can do that in the right place and understand where you are. So that probably is still not covering everything, because there's a lot of things that need to go into syncing up the holographic images between the two displays, because you don't just have a single display like you have in a phone or TV. You have two, and it moves around, and physical things are hard and need to be synced up. There's also the radio that has to communicate with your other computing devices to do heavier computing, and the wrist-based neural interface that you probably got to try out. We kind of miniaturized all of this and fit it into normal-looking pair of glasses, which is when I told the team that we were going to do this 10 years ago, people weren't sure if we were going to be able to. But I think not only are we going to be able to do this, but I think we're going to be able to get it cheaper and higher quality and even smaller and more stylish over time. So I think this is going to be a pretty wild future.